enabling credit and commerce on the agri value chain players. So
Understood.
I got to know about Glific through, I think, one of the open source meetings, and we even tried implementing Glific, but we couldn't take it ahead for multiple reasons. So I'm looking forward to understanding it better and seeing how we can really leverage Glific as a platform. So I
Understood.
have Vishnu from my team here
Hi,
along with me.
hi Vishnu. Thank you, Salil. Dr. Arti, would you want to go next? I'm just going by order of people on my screen.
Yes. Hello, Gautam.
Hello.
Uh, Thanks for the initiation. Uh, Myself, Dr. Aharti Vyas. I am basically an Ayurvedic consultant based out in Pune. And right now, I want to go ahead with this chatbot integration for my patients follow up. Then, because I have seen the gap there, if we can do something with this technology integration, would be very much helpful for the patients for their results and all, and at the same time Q&A for the products they are using, and if they have a few queries, and every time we couldn't reach to the consumer at the right time, so I'm looking from that perspective here.
Perfect. Thank you, Dr. Arti. I think next on screen is Imran. Imran, would you just want to quickly introduce yourself?
Hmm?
Yes, my name is Imran. I'm from Gunj NGO और बेसिकली हमारी जो एनजीओ मटेरियल बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। सो अभी हम लोग काफ़ी टाइम से ग्लिफिक्स को यूज़ कर रहे हैं और अभी एज मतलब इंटरनली हम यूज़ कर रहे थे। पब्लिकली हमने अभी रिसेंटली किया है, तो हमें और मतलब आइडिया हम कि हम और कैसे यूज़ कर सकते हैं उसके रिगार्डिंग में मैंने कॉल ज्वाइन किया।
Understood. Thank you, Imran. Triveni ji, would you want to go next?
Yes, my name is Triveni and I'm from London, India. तो यहाँ पे ज्वाइन मैंने इसलिए किया है कि मुझे एग्जैक्ट जो स्टूडेंट से इंटरेक्ट होता है यहाँ से इंटर्नशिप के लिए या और बाकी जो कोर्सेज मॉडल्स है, तो मुझे हाँ ओवरऑल उसके बारे में जानना चाहते हैं।
Understood. ठीक है. Thank you, Triveni ji. Nirmala ji, would you want to go next?
Yeah, hi Gautam. This is Nirmala from Spark a Change Foundation. We are an NGO. We had also applied for your boot camp that happened earlier, but unfortunately couldn't make it to that. So what we do is we are in the education space and we have a lot of programs across the educational journey of children. And we want to see how this chatbot can be used to more effectively engage with, the parent community, to track attendance, to get children to do homework, to help teachers. So a lot of use cases that we can think of. So want to understand how best will Glific be able to support.
Understood. Understood. Thank you, Nirmala ji. Rudrashekara Reddy ji, would you want to kind of quickly introduce yourself? Okay. Uh, let's do one thing. I'm assuming that we all know what a WhatsApp chatbot is. Actually, let me quickly run through a few slides and then we can always skip wherever we want to. Mm. Very simple, just revising a few things. Why are we looking at WhatsApp as a mode of communication? Almost everyone's phone has it, except for Apple phones nowadays. Everyone knows how to use it, and almost all of us use it at least 10 times a day. I'm just going to quickly go through the basic reasons why we are looking at WhatsApp. And India is the largest user of WhatsApp. Bot basically makes responses real time, so users feel heard. The same information is shared with everyone, so the quality of information being shared is very, very standard. Usually, what happens when we have multiple team members interacting with different uh, users, there's a difference in the quality. In this case, because it's a bot, the quality of information, the information being shared is the same. A bot can make data access easy, real time. So let's say you have a dashboard linked somewhere in your bot, or they want to know the status of something because a bot is 24 bar 7. Their ability to access data is very, very fast in real time. I'm sure we're all part of many WhatsApp groups and we end up responding to quite a lot of them. In some cases, I'm sure we also have the experience of responding to the same question over and over again. The same question can be asked in different ways. So this kind of makes it very easy to answer questions across multiple stakeholders. I'm not saying that we can use this with WhatsApp groups as of now, but what I'm saying is when you interact with so many people in a day, this makes it very easy to give the same information uh, without and reducing our efforts, right? If you know what a webhook is, basically, let's say you have Google Sheets, let's say you have your own CRM, let's say you have your own software, and you want to transfer information between WhatsApp as a channel to your own software, because we have something called as webhooks, right? It's very easy to transfer information between the two. At this point, if anything which I've said you disagree with, please unmute and let us know. Else, uh, just type "Oh, continue" in the chat. I will assume that you're agreeing, so I'm going to continue. Now, I can give you a couple of use cases, but today, let me actually quickly run you through this. A very interesting use case: you are a migrant worker, you are in a new city, and you want to find housing. Uh, whom do you contact? The only person who came from your own village is not in touch with you, you don't know what to do, but you want to find housing. Bandhu is an example where using voice notes, you can um, answer a few questions. It'll find the housing close by and share it back to you on WhatsApp. So in a way, you can find your housing. The QR code there in the bottom of the screen, you can actually use it to try things out, right? But more than 25,000 people have interacted with this particular service since March 2023. They kind of provide the service with 12 languages at the same time. And what they've noticed is that for the users, any sort of search onboarding cost has come down by almost 90%. Right? This is one use case. I'm sure we've all tried to collect feedback, right? Could be for policy, could be for anything at all. Civis does this in an interesting way. Every policy has to go through something called as public consultation. A WhatsApp chatbot will basically, if you're part of the users of the bot, it'll send you a notification that there's a new policy out which requires feedback, and then uh, you can say continue. It'll give you the policy as images or media, so it's very easy for you to understand. Then there's an option which is called as what is. So you can click that. Then almost like ChatGPT, you can ask questions, and regarding the policy, the bot provides responses. Once you're done with your questions, it'll ask you 3 questions to collect your feedback, and this feedback is collected, aggregated, and then is shared with the authority, whoever has opened this public consultation. Right. Water quality. How do you use that data? How do you make it easy for anyone to use that data? Uh, INREM has made it very easy for high school students, CHOs, community health officers, to collect uh, water quality using a water testing kit, submit that data onto the bot, and then it allows for CHOs to query back responses and then get inputs on what the water quality is. Is there fluoride in the water here? What is the quantity of arsenic in the water, etc. It allows for them to get immediate information and take proactive steps. How do you build capacity? How do you answer questions uh, to students? How do you answer questions to NGO leads? Let's say in this case, let's use the example of Rebuild. Rebuild basically enables all of its NGO leads to ask the bot questions around, let's say, finance. And if it's part of the database, they have it answers questions back in a way that you can understand it, right? Therefore, building your capacity. Somebody said very interestingly that this kind of one-on-one connect makes the user of the bot feel very connected to the program because they're feeling supported. Right. What we usually think is that technology is just pure technology. It also triggers a lot of emotions. And in this case, it made the user not only feel heard, but valued and supported. We have, we will have users submitting actions they have taken. Uh, Solve Ninja basically asks real world problem solvers in neighborhoods to share actions they have taken. Could be around water conservation, waste management, any sort of civic environmental issue. Now we all take actions, we tend to forget it or we tend to simplify it. We might have put in 3 months of effort, but we just remember three, four key moments. What they do here, very interestingly, is using the power of voice to text and almost like ChatGPT, collect voice notes from the users about what action they have taken. The user also fills in certain uh, responses, location of where they've taken action, category of action. Now that voice note is converted to English from whichever mother tongue they've used, uh, improved in such a way that sentences are corrected, it becomes very easy to read, and then that is put onto their user profile called as Sol Ninja Changemaker portfolio. Almost 3,400 users have used it. Uh, Almost 3 lakh actions have been taken. But for the users, suddenly they're able to remember all the effort they've put in and see what kind of 21st century skills they've demonstrated. It also kind of gives them ability to highlight, almost creating like your own LinkedIn profile for real world problem solving actions. How do you enable first time mothers to learn about precautions to take during delivery, maternal health, when they have limited access to devices or when they have limited or no education? Doable. How do you help parents who care for children with certain disabilities get immediate responses on how to do things better? Doable. How do you share personalized and self-paced content for farmers, right? So they can see and learn about what is happening in front of them and give them nudges from time to time so that they can adopt these practices. Doable. Right? I will pause here. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Please unmute.
No specific questions.
Thank you, Salil. Um, Nirmala, Imran, Triveni ji, um, Dr. Aarti.
No, I don't have any question.
None
Um,
at this point.
Great. Gautam, I see you joined now. We're just going through different use cases. At any point you want us to repeat something, feel free to ask. Right? Now, while they're having conversations, a lot of data is being generated. What can you do with this data? And I'll give you a couple of examples. Somebody, Solinja used the data, anonymized it, and then created a map. So uh, as a viewer of this map, it's called Samaj data. You get crowdsourced, anonymized, hyperlocal information, and you can make your own patterns from it. You can use this for informing your own curiosity, your own desire to solve problems, policy if you want. So this is there. We have had users who wanted to have programmatic dashboards. So immediately it informs you what is the status of the program you're running. Who are the users? How much of your target have you hit? When are they most active? Uh, which group are they from? So in case you're working with students, which classes are they from? What gender, what language do they speak? Which district do they come from? Which school are they coming from? So it's very easy for you to make programmatic decisions and interventions using dashboards like this. You might have a lot of historic data which you might want to merge and use to predict or make sense of this kind of historical data. That's what INREM has done. They've used another product here called as Dalgo. I can go into that at a later point of time. But what Dalgo does is allows you to, in real time, merge multiple streams of data. Could be Google Sheets, could be Excel sheets, could be databases, could be chatbots. All of this coming together, getting standardized so that you can make sense out of it and you can visualize it. This is what INREM did. Some fears you will have, which are very valid, right? I don't know how to use technology. I'm using it for the first time. I don't have tech talent. I don't think I have bandwidth in my team. Glific makes it very easy for anyone to learn how to use it. And if you give them enough time to just build confidence, very easy to uh, edit, build your own chatbots, and maintain them. Multiple languages are very difficult on a bot. We have users who use, let's say, 5, 6, 12 languages. Glific allows you to support at any given point of time 15 languages. So it's very easy for you to support multiple languages. All this data, we are only comfortable using Google Sheets or Excel. Um, what do we do? Very easy for you to read data from Google Sheets, push data to Google Sheets. Not at all a problem. Similarly, you want to kind of use something like almost like ChatGPT, again, not an issue. We want to engage our users, updating them about status is difficult because you can read from Google Sheets and write to Google Sheets. If you have a simple workflow, it's very easy to update them of status. You can set reminders, you can send nudges from time to time, so that way you can engage them. Right? This also answers your next thing, which is engagement numbers are low. If you ask the right questions when you're registering the user, what language do they prefer content in? What time do they prefer it in? Do they prefer videos, audios? Uh, do they prefer to read? Do they like stories? Do they like facts? If you can understand all these things, it's very easy for you to use those that input and personalize the content on uh, the chatbot here, especially Clifford. Feedback collection is not easy, very easy, right? You just have to uh, program the bot on when to send the messages to the users and you can collect feedback. We don't know how to build capacity. We don't know or finding, we do not, we feel that sharing data at scale is difficult. Again, uh, do you had users where we have had NGOs where there are more than 100,000 users. Uh, they have used the bot to build the users' capacity, share their own data with them. So it's fairly easy at scale. I will again pause. Uh, would anyone want to ask any questions? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you, Gautam.
Any
Like
questions?
specific, really looking forward to have you at the demo and how it
Sure.
will. Yeah.
Okay, so you will see actually at this point I will not you will experience your own language being used in one of the subflows. I will show you how we write to Google Sheet. At this point I will not show you the ChatGPT component. We can do that manually. uh, I will show you a dashboard and you will see how automating conversations happens in this particular demo. I'm assuming all of you have uh, WhatsApp web enabled on your laptops because I'm assuming you're taking these calls your um, from your laptops. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
clear.
uh, Dr. Aarti, so what I was planning to do is share a link here, which you can click and open. It'll automatically open WhatsApp. It'll have typed a message. All you have to do is hit send. Um, uh, if that is not possible, any suggestions on how I can send the link to you, Dr. Aarti?
Is it possible to send by mail? So I'll click open that link on my laptop.
Mm, You can, are you on your phone by any chance? Actually, let me do this for you.
I'm doing this from iPad, but now I'll sign it from laptop. No, not an issue.
Sure. Um, just a minute. If you could open this link on your phones. If anyone is having any challenge accessing this, please let me know. This flow will give you a good idea of different use cases you can use on WhatsApp. So feel free to um, let me know if there's any challenge while you're using this. A small request for the next 10 minutes, if you could just turn on your cameras, then it'll be easy for me to uh, identify if there are any issues. Thank you,
Gautam, the
Gautam.
link is not opening. It says OBF new continue to chat. And then when I say continue to chat, it says this site is trying to open URL WhatsApp. And when I click on open, it doesn't open.
Okay. Uh, I can see Triveni ji has come in. So, Gautam, if you can just do one thing. If you see the URL, basically after the section where it says phone is equal to, there's a phone number. 91 is plus 91. Just if you can just save the number as Glific, right? Just save 86570 48982, and then send it a message on WhatsApp saying Vodcast, VODCAST.
Okay, so I save this number
Just
and
save this
send the
number.
message.
Yeah, yeah. I can see Nirmala ji already on the bot. So feel free to interact with it. It's going to ask you a few questions. So for example, Nirmala ji, it's asking if we can continue with the thumbs up and into. Feel free to hit the thumbs up. Triveni ji, you are also there. Feel free to continue using it. I hope that uh, you are able to interact with it.
Yes.
Salil, Dr. Aarti, Imran, if you have any issues, please let me know.
Actually, I have to download the link from the shared by you, so it will maybe taking some
Ma'am,
time.
it's like Gautam is doing, if you want, just save this number on the link. If you can see, just make it plus 918657048982. Just save it as Glific, and on WhatsApp, send it a message saying podcast. Vishnu, I see you are on the bot.
Yeah, Gautam, I get a reply on the bot saying that message can't be displayed here. Please access through your phone. I am
Ah,
on the
WhatsApp web. Okay. Um, then, ma'am, I think certain types of messages you will have to uh, um, use your phone.
So then I move into the interaction. Do I do through the phone or do I
Yes, you
do
can do
through
it
the
on the phone as well.
all right.
Triveni ji, you can just make up any uh, name. In fact, let me quickly share screen so that way you can see how the backend looks. Is my screen visible?
Yeah,
So we
it is.
can see how Triveni ji is using the bot. In fact, I think Vishnu is quickly using it. So uh, in case others are facing any issues, you can observe how, let's say, Vishnu has run it. As soon as we came in, Vishnu's name on WhatsApp is Vishnu Sachi. So it detected, the bot detected and said, shall we continue Vishnu Sachi? So he said yes. It opted him in. Um, it registered him by asking him three questions. Um, do you want to kind of continue being called Vishnu or do you want something else? So he said continue, asked him for his age, which he's responded, and then it's moved on to the next thing, right? It gave the first use case, which is speech to text. It asked Vishnu the question saying, whom are you speaking to? Vishnu said Gautam. Vishnu recorded a voice note. Vishnu, which language did you record the voice note in?
It was English. He talked in
English.
English. I should have used a
Uh,
regional language.
you could have any language.
Yeah.
Uh, so it kind of quickly uh, took that. This is his voice recording. It quickly converted it to say this conversation was regarding the use case of Glific. Was this what you had sent, Vishnu?
Yeah, right.
So we've seen almost 80% accuracy with Marathi, Hindi, Tamil, Kannada. Uh, Northern Bihar has a language, a dialect called as Surjapuri. Even that we've noticed a fairly accurate accuracy. We've noticed, let's say you use tribal dialects of Marathi, for
Mm.
example, anything which is not easily or regularly trained, the accuracy will be lower. But uh, this is powered by Bhashni and fairly accurate, right? So this can be used, this kind of voice to speech to text can be used for searching databases, for getting user feedback, asking them how they're feeling, um, asking them to summarize what they learned in the class today. So that way you can actually learn or see what their learning impact was. Uh, if you're working with patients, how are you feeling today? What prescription have you taken? Anything like that. The next thing which Vishnu did was he went to the second use case, which is geolocation and hyperlocal data. He shared his current location. As soon as he shared his current location, we have a geocoding code running in the back. Gautam, I'll just run through this and take your question. Uh, it quickly identified that he is near Asenda's IT park. Vishnu, uh,
Yes.
where is Asenda's IT park?
So we basically are working in IIT Research Park, Chennai.
Okay,
So it is nearby. Ascendus IT
okay,
Park is nearby.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you can use this kind of geolocation for anything. Who is the closest health officer? Where can I get some supply close by? Which city am I in? Which district am I in? In case you want to use this in the registration flow to reduce errors about where the users are, it becomes very, very easy, right? And any sort of hyperlocal information. Now here, just to make it fun, I connected his latitude, longitude to a map. In this case, um, it's not translated the latitude longitude correctly, but uh, If this is done, then you click on the map, it opens a map view of what's available close by. The third thing which Vishnu did was raise a support ticket. Uh,
Yes, I wanted to say I would like to try out Glyphic, but it was autocorrect, so it came out glorification.
no worries, but let me quickly open your support ticket. So we
Yeah.
have a section here called a support ticket. So if you see here, right now a support ticket has been opened saying Vishnu wants support and his issue is he wants to try glorification. So if you want to reply, you just say click send message. It'll quickly open up that particular section of, it'll open up exactly where Vishnu said he wants this. So you can quickly see almost like a case, what was the prior conversation, and you can quickly respond saying, sure, let's try Glyphic, and Vishnu will have gotten the message.
Yes.
Similarly, let's say I want to kind of close this ticket. Right now it's open. I can say closed. Uh, Vishnu got the message, right? So then if there's a team working together, team of educators, team of support, healthcare, anyone, let's say you have something like this to track what's happening with your beneficiary students, parents, uh, anyone who has a question, anyone who needs support, this becomes very easy, right? Now coming back, uh, then usually some of us will want to provide content almost like e-learning, right? So we sent Vishnu a small clip which I find very, very inspiring. Um, you all will be using the bot, you can do it. Credits goes to Times of India Lead India campaign. It's a very, very motivating clip. Then uh, after that, we decided to go back to a simple format where we wanted feedback. Um Vishnu has still not completed it. I hope Vishnu completes his feedback. Right now,
Yeah.
uh, he's
It
responded to
asked
the.
for an emoji, and I've given, I mean, I shared an emoji. Yeah, it had three questions. Yes.
So the other questions will come to you soon. And yeah, now I'll take questions. We can all pause. This bot will be live. I can see all of you. You can in fact see yourselves in different stages of the chat conversation. I'll quickly take questions. Gautam.
Yeah, Gautam, I'm in the process of launching a health venture,
Okay.
of launching something in the field of
Okay.
Ayurveda, acupressure, and so on.
Mhm.
So, how can I use this bot to connect with my patients? What value add can it do for me?
Great
And
question.
I'm just a little. I'm more the types to be on a mountain, and jumping into rivers. Not really, not very tech savvy. So now
Perfect.
you can go ahead.
No worries, right? Let me, Tindi, since you joined now, I have shared a link on the chat. Feel free to kind of click on it. It gives you a chatbot experience. If you're using this on your, if you're unable to click on the link and open it, next to phone, there's a number 9186570. Please save that
I
whole
think
number.
I joined late, so I don't see the entire chat.
No worries. Gautam, you're already using it. This is for Tindi who's just joined us now. Uh, and then send it a message saying Vodcast. Tindi, in case you have any questions, please message. Diksha can help you with it. Now, Gautam, you and Dr. Aarti uh, might have a similar use case where you have patients. Um, uh, Now, first thing which you might want to do is register your patient. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your age? What kind of uh, preconditions do you have? Any sort of what kind of medicines are you taking? What do you need treatment for? Now, all of that data you can shift from the chatbot to a Google Sheet. So almost like your case management, you have data of registration in one place. The second thing which you can do is after they're done registering, you can give them an option saying, do you want to book an appointment or do you want to ask a question, right? Uh, or do you want to speak to me? These are three possible options. Now I'm just thinking as a healthcare person. If they say book an appointment, you ask them for which date and time they'd want to do it. You can use something like Calendly to schedule it on your Google Calendar. If you want to use Google Calendars, if you want to just give them a set of options which are already there and let them pick, you can do that. So that way the patient is able to book an appointment. After which you can tell them what to come with. When you're coming, please come on these with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also add them to what is called as a collection so that you can send them a reminder, let's say a day in advance, saying, please remember, tomorrow's your appointment. Please remember to get these things. So that way the patient feels valued, respected, and you can give them an option saying reschedule. So in case they're busy, they can hit reschedule and redo it. Let's say they hit the second option, ask questions. I might be like I'm just using this as example, please. It does not reflect my opinion. My question might be, what is naturopathy? Is it safe? Is it better than medicine, Ayurveda, allopathy, anything, right? Imagine the patient has questions on the methodology, has questions about what they're going through. If you have a knowledge base, right, the bot can answer some questions on your behalf, and after one point, inform you saying the patient has asked all these questions. Now, if I'm using this as a case management system, I can actually track that the patient here, Gautam, has asked questions about what is naturopathy, is it safe, etc. All these questions can be logged. All the responses the bot has given can also be written into Google Sheet. So you will know before you speak to the patient what all their concerns are. And you can save a lot of time saying, hey, Gautam, I understand you're coming here for the first time. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe for you to have these kind of questions. I hope the bot answered it. If not, is there anything I can answer you? Suddenly, again, they feel that you have valued their time and their effort. You have seen the kind of questions they've asked, and they'll respect that. The third thing is you can kind of set reminders for maybe some of the care treatments they have to do, saying, today is your fifth day, please remember to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today is your sixth day, please remember to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please remember today is the 10th day. In other 2 days, you're supposed to come back for a checkup. So that way you can engage the patient. Right? You can also do something where after 3 months you can send a message saying, I hope you're doing well. Right? So in a way, the patient feels that uh, they're being cared for after X amount of time. These are all some of the things you can use where it automates and acts like your assistant, your digital assistant. Uh, Feel free to ask follow-up questions, Gautam and Dr. Aarti, since you are in similar fields.
Gautam, I have a query here.
Sure.
Now, basic query is that is this only for an NGO activity, the Glific chatbot thing is? Because I have joined this for first time, so I'm not
Sure.
sure about it.
We primarily designed this for the non-profit sector, but we're
Mm-hmm.
also seeing that it can be used for social enterprises and for profit. Um, we have certain conditions about what it can be used for, what it cannot be used for. As long as it meets those requirements, uh, we do not see any reasons why you cannot use it, ma'am. And just one more quick thing which I wanted to show you. Gautam had this question saying, I am not a technology person. How do I do it? Uh, this is how you design a flow. Let's say you want to collect information, you type a message, and then once this message is sent by the bot, this is called a send message node, you can wait for a response, right? Now here you can set validations. Has any of the words, multiple values, has all of the words, has a phrase, has only the phrase, has a number, has a phone number, email, has media, right? In case you only want photo, video, audio, has audio, image, video if you want something very specific. If you're looking for prescriptions, any sort of documents, has a file. If they're supposed to share location, has location. if you can do something more technical, which I'm assuming Salil and your team might want to do, or Imran, you can write regular expressions and make sure it matches, right? So all of this can be done, categorized, right? So let's say I want number equal to 1, 2, 3, and I want to give different responses. This does it, right? So here, from here, I can drag it and create another um, uh, part of the flow. So this is how you can use wait for responses, right? Um, so here I've written a condition saying it only has to have location. Sorry. So I just have to say has location, and then it makes sure that there's a latitude, longitude value there. Has selfie. Vishnu, you sent a selfie. If you had not, it would have said no selfie, please use this image, right? And all of this is giving you a delay, and then this is sending you to another flow. So in case you want to make something modular, very easy. Now the next thing is multiple languages. On the top right of my screen, can you see English, Hindi, Gujarati, Kannada? Uh, my screen,
Yes.
yes. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say um, I want to do this in Kannada, right? I just, if you can see right now, it's not translated, but we have a feature called as translate, where if you say automatic translation and I say okay, it will quickly translate the flow. If I say Kannada, you can see it's already translated to Kannada. Now, what you'll have to do is make sure it is right, because typically machine-based translations are very formal. They might not use colloquial words, but this is something which will save you a lot of time. I will pause. Anybody else has any questions? We are very close to the end of our time.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
Gautam,
okay. Okay. So, yeah, please.
Sorry.
Yeah.
this effectively means that if I get a response in Kannada, I can, when I go to the back end of the bot, I can translate all of that into English.
If you want it translated to English, you can. So in your flow, there's a section where it asks you for a voice note. Uh, I just got my dad to sing a song in Tamil and it translated for me. Fairly accurate. So I'm just saying that you can do that if that's what you want, right? Yes, Tindy. And sorry, somebody else had a question. If you can just raise your hand, I'll quickly come to you. Tindy, yes.
Thank you. I was looking for whether the platform. I'm in the process of looking for a platform that allows for engagement,
Sure.
so that I can see people are online, similar to what's on Facebook. I can see people are online, and I can reach out to someone specific and chat. And I'm thinking, this would work probably if for sharing resources in a particular area. Someone would go there if they want a specific question regarding, what a training module, they would find those resources, and if they want information about something specific. But that aspect of engagement and interactions with people that, you can see the names, or I think is not, I don't know if it's not possible here, right?
You can. In fact, let me very quickly reshare the screen. Um, Please let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Right. So we have on call just Triveni ji, Vishnu. Vishnu is there with Salil, Nirmala ji, Dr. Aarti, Imran, Gautam. So you can actually see people on the bot who are interacting here. Since Vishnu has reached the end, I'm just going to say thank you. Sorry for the typo, Vishnu. Please forgive me. Thank you, Vishnu. And Vishnu will be able to message back with me. So in case you want this kind of manual interaction possible, in case you want to automate it, you can do it. So hope this answers your question. Thank you, Tindi. Uh, Salil, you had a question?
Yes. So, how do we configure the webhooks? So, we'll be able to configure a webhook at any point of time, like in
Very
the flow.
easy. Great
Yeah.
question. Let me go to data collection. I think I have a webhook here. Sorry, it is in location. So here, this is the webhook, IP address, type of application, content type, post
Yeah.
body. That's it. And you get a response you can use. So here the response is these three things. Done.
Hmm. So I'll be able to, yeah, okay, that's fine.
If
So
you,
how will I be able to try this out? So I saw your repository on Git and I tried installing,
Mhm.
but I got stuck somewhere when trying to install that Oban,
Open
that
Pro is
messaging
a,
tool.
yeah,
Yeah. So
uh,
at that point of time, you are asking for a pro license. Right
yes.
now, when I checked, I think there is a patch available for that free. I mean, so
So
can
why
somebody
don't
help
we
me with
do
this?
this? We can actually have a conversation offline since this is a more technical and longer conversation. Uh, if you want us to reach out to you, just please uh, let us know and we're happy to reach out to you. Nirmala ji, since we have limited time, I'll just quickly take Nirmala ji and Dr. Aarti's questions. If anyone wants us to reach out, we have a poll at the end. Please share your email IDs. We'll get in touch with you. Nirmala ji.
Yeah, just wanted to understand, can the same workflow or the same WhatsApp number be used for multiple programs, each of which will have a separate requirement asks that we have and a
Yes.
separate user base?
Yes. As
That
long
can be
as you have
possible.
written it in such a way that so your user base will be one common database. Let's say you have 1,000 users. Let's make it simple. Let's say you have 100 users and you have 10 use cases. As long
Right.
as you have configured the flows in such a way that one person will not be able to handle jump over to the other one, won't be an issue.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Nirmala ji. Dr. Aarti.
Yes, my question is regarding data safety. And if there will be many users, then what about the storage? If I'll not transfer the data.
Great, ma'am. So what we do is as soon as you create an account with us, we'll ask you to create something called as a Google Cloud Storage.
Okay.
Every minute we write your data to your storage. We have some data, we have 60 days worth of data with us as a backup, just in case something goes wrong with your data and you are
Okay.
able to restore. But your data is with you, and because it's a Google Enterprise service, you will not face any issues with your data.
Okay. And next question is the whole chart you are saying will transfer in Google form, but it will be same copied whatever has been the conversation between the WhatsApp chatbot and the consumer, or it will get in some format or something like that.
You will get exactly as the conversation has happened. It's not a Google form, ma'am. It's a Google service.
Service. Okay.
Yeah, right. At some later point of time, in case you want, uh, we can schedule a one-on-one call and I can run you
Yes,
through
please.
how it look.
Yes, yes, because I need to understand the backend support of those responses and the questions with the consumers. And the last question, is it only available for business account or personal account can be used for this chatbot?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Just could you repeat the
Can
question? The line
can I
broke.
use this WhatsApp chatbot with personal account, or we need the business account?
So there's a separate, there are three types of WhatsApp. One is
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp, which we use. There's WhatsApp Business, and there's
Okay.
WhatsApp Enterprise. So here you're using WhatsApp Enterprise.
So I need a different number for that,
I,
contact mobile number or something like that.
if you already have a number, you can just delete. So there's an option where in WhatsApp you can delete the account. Delete the account, you can use the same
Okay.
number for that. So
Okay.
that way your
Okay.
users will not have any breakage.
Sure. And any consumer limitation like 200, 300, how much limitation is there for this chatbot integration?
You can chat with up to 250,000 users at the base configuration. You can, there's literally no limits. You can have
Okay.
as many use cases on it. You can send as many messages. I didn't get into the pricing part of it, but I will explain it one-on-one whenever we get time. Uh,
Sure,
since
sure.
it is at
Please, please.
3:59, I would, respecting your time, want to uh, close this. Would that be okay if I take a very quick feedback? If anyone wants us to reach out to you, if you could just on chat say yes, we will schedule mail and reach out to you. Thank you. Great. Uh, sure. Uh, During the one-on-one call, what I'll do is I'll send a mail out at the end of today, so that you can pick a time and we can have this conversation. Feel free to ask any questions there. We'll go into any depths you require us to help you with. Salil, we can take this technical conversation there as well. Yeah. On that note, thank you so much for joining us today. Uh, if there's uh, if there's an emoji which you could pick on Zoom to indicate your reaction or how you're feeling, uh, would be fun to see it. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Kirti.
Yeah, ऐक ना राजेश.
Thank you so much. Good day, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks, Gautam. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.